guys, it's Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans. We're back to be able to show you our brand new Musketeer Treville that we've just got in stock. We've spec'd it up with a few optional extras. We have our front toolbox. We have a whole heap of stuff inside, including a brand new colour scheme we've brought to market. Now before we show you all the stuff inside, we'll show you outside. So what we've got is we've got a 6-inch A-frame 450 MPa graded steel Australian-made Intel Engineering chassis with all ALKO hardware. So that's ALKO brakes, ALKO drums, ALKO magnets. That's everything that's going to get you around Australia very, very, very comfortably and without a headache. So no Chinese import stuff there. We've got two 9-kilo gas cylinders with braided gas hose. We've got gas protector here as a standard option with Crusader Caravans. Now on the front, you'll see we've got an Excel Fab toolbox. So this is two jerry can holders holding the 10-kilo jerry cans either side. We have our double lock system as well as pull-out barbecue that you sit a little Weber Q straight in these little holders here. So we unscrew these, pop it here, and we can run our braided gas hose that comes included with the van right to the gas bayonet there at the front with a little protector. Now before we jump too far along, straight back to the chassis here, again, ALKO hardware. We've got a little Saracan hitch lock on him for the moment. We've got a rear view camera. We also have our grey Anderson plug to charge our batteries and a 12-pin plug controlling all of our fridge and our lights. We have a bolt-on jockey wheel. We have our ALKO brake line, ALKO pull-up hitch. We have a semi-recessed coupling. This guy sits at about 450 from the bottom to the top of the coupling, and a breakaway system. So this guy has no battery. It's hardwired directly to the Caravan batteries. So no upkeep, no maintenance. That means it's a lot less headaches for you as you're using your maintenance with the van. So this A-frame runs all the way back to the wheels. So that's a 6-inch A-frame to 6-inch chassis subframe on it. You're never going to have any headaches as far as the actual Caravan subframe is concerned. So that's a 3mm grade of steel, 450 MPa, Australian-made steel, 100% guaranteed on everything we build. The chassis are built by an engineering firm from Intel Chassis. They're partnered with Crusader Caravans, so we can guarantee that the quality assurance tags here that we have on the Caravan Australian Manufacturer of the Year are also a Caravan Manufacturer of the Year chassis as well on the subframing. Water tap up front with heaps of clearance there. It's a cold water tap. We have our toolbox. On the other side of the toolbox, we have a generator slide that houses our 2 kVA generator. Pull the generator out, plug it in, and it's going to be able to run your air conditioner without a sweat. We have Lucabond's aluminium side, so that is a 3mm composite cladding with a plastic thermal composite in the middle for a little bit of insulation. Meranti studded out wall frame at 220 apart. We also have our side clearance lights from Nava. Now this is a really interesting part. So we have a high-rise checker plate here at the front. We have a T-mold section here that protects that ingress point from the roof to the checker plate. And we also have a fully composite Caravan. So what that is the roof and the floor are a 32 and 42mm thermal composite panel. So that means it's a foam dense panel. It's non-water ingressible. Australian Manufacturer of the Year. This is something we bring forward and independently of a lot of manufacturers for this price range. You're not going to see it anywhere else. So we've got a huge tunnel boot. So this guy here all the way across, we got our spec in there for whoever picks this lucky one up with all of our props in our bags. This one here tears at 2,400 kilo with a ball weight of 162. You can load a ride up with about 500 kilos, so you can go to 2,900 as a minimum ATM, but we also have maxed this guy out with a maximum ATM, so that's axle group. Can hold on this is 3,200 kilos. So that is a heap of payload. 24, 32, what are we talking? An 800 kilo payload minimum with something like this with Crusader, unlike most manufacturers capping you with the 400. 900 wide here, that's easy as anything to be able to keep it nice and locked. We pop this guy in. Now making our way along, again, Lucabond aluminium, we've got a 1000 by 800 window, 11 by 500 up here. We've got a double glazed European Dometic window. That's Perspex, that's going to be block out at night. You've got pull up shades, pull down midgie-proof screens. We have our TV hutch. So TV inside, we haven't put him up just yet, but we're going to bring him out, pop him out here. 12 volt, aerial, double power point. You've got a heap of entertainment facilities out here. Speaking of entertainment, we've got our NCE external speakers. So with a flick of a switch inside, no troubleshooting, just flick of a switch, jump the speakers outside, watching your TV, grand final days made, beer in hand. We're watching it outside. Absolutely no qualms there from me. We've got our picnic table. That there holds up to about 20 kilos. That just pulls down. We'll see if it's unlocked. I don't believe it is. No, it's nice and locked from just coming from the factory. We have our chassis that I was telling you so proudly about. That runs all the way to the wheels. That's an A-frame. Then we have a 6-inch chassis rail with supportive brackets all underneath holding that floor into place. Gas bayonet and ALKO drop-down safety legs. So just here we've got a 15-inch good ride tyre from all-terrain. It's an all-terrain tyre from primal wheels and tyres. So these guys are absolutely brilliant. They're partnered with Crusader Caravans. Intel Engineering Hub just here. This is a true ALKO roller rocker suspension. Holds up to the 3,200 kilos with a 10-inch brake, all Australian made steel, all Australian made suspension. You're going to be able to get a heap out of that with a heap of ground clearance as well. So no need for a razor. This guy's already a lot higher. Runs at a 12-inch subframe, which is fantastic. Bargman grab handle assist right here at the front. First light's a little blue light. Second light's the bright LED light there at the front. Now for a brand that we're bringing forward with the Musketeer range, we've got a crim-safe door with a tri-lock security, 1, 2, and 3. No one's going to be able to get through that. No one's going to be able to cut through that. You've still got your still black shiny glass fronted just here with our trusty roller blind from Kamek that comes inbuilt. So very, very easy to use, up and down. Can't go wrong with that. And then we've got our keys in the door just there. Drop down step, so this step just pulls back. And we've got our jacking point just here. This guy here will close off just so you can get a really good look at that van. I'll swipe the keys. That guy just closes nice and easy. Now, we've got a 16-foot awning on this guy, so we give it a click, we pull it all the way out, so easy to use. We have a tutorial on that. It takes about 3 minutes to put up, put it down. This is a Dometic. It is an AE8300, so that's a premium canvas, premium vinyl on that Dometic awning. So it just pulls out with the metal security locking arms. No need for Velcro on that, so it's the upper model as well. We have a hot dip galvanized bumper bar, so that means you can hang bikes, you can hang whatever you like off the back of this. You're not going to scratch it, so it's already scratch proof. We have our rear Nava running lights, and again, that composite, so you can hear the difference. It really does make a difference. It means that it's a 32mm insulated panel, which means you're never going to have a problem as far as water ingress, and it's going to be a lot cooler in the winter, a lot warmer in summer, so it's fantastic. What we've got is we've got 15-inch 235 spare wheel at the back with the Intel Engineering unique holder here. We have our rear license plate. Needs a bit of a wash because she's been outside for a bit. We have our safety day reversing camera. It's a thermal night camera, so you're going to be able to see everything in the dark as you're backing back, and that fires off your car. So it's a rear view camera. It's not a reversing camera, rear view camera. So that means it's always going to be on. As long as you're driving and you have the monitor plugged in, you're going to be able to see behind you the whole time, which is great because you're going to be able to use it as an advantage when you're towing, especially with those freight trains. We have our toilets from Dometic. This guy here is a 19-litre cassette. You can take it on Verges, Qantas, Tiger, any of those guys will take it. So this guy here is a European 4110 CTS cassette. This guy here is about 19 litres, just pops into place, and it's so easy to use, very easy to clean. We show you all of that during the pre-delivery and handover. We have Dometic fridge vent at the bottom. This is to be able to access all of the gas bits and pieces and electrical. Carbon monoxide flue for all the nasty stuff that comes out. And then get this, for heat extraction, we have a top roof mounted vent. It makes the performance of the fridge so much better because the hot air rises straight out of the back of that fridge, straight out of the top of the unit. And it means that as far as the usability of the fridge, you're going to get substantially better, especially with a 186-litre Dometic 3-way fridge. It's going to work tremendously better. We have a 28-litre Australian-made stainless steel Swift hot water service unit, so it's gas and 240 volt. This guy here works an absolute treat. It's a fast recovery unit. It also means it has no anode, so there's no need to be able to have upkeep or replacement. Before we move too much further along, we've got a heap of stuff under here. We've got a 95-litre grey water tank with, get this, smell traps. So none of the bad smells are going to come up through that tank. So they're fitted off all through this system. We also have a cleaning system. So you can plug a hose into this and flush the whole tank when you want to be able to give it a refresh. But trust me, the smell inside is going to be spot on perfect all the time. We spend a little bit more money. These tanks run us at around about the $900 mark to be able to fit and to be able to run the sender probes to. But I'll tell you now, compared to that of a manufacturer who just goes, yep, whack a tank in, the smell sometimes can be absolutely tremendously disgusting. So this guy here, never going to have an issue with. We've got our 95-litre tank rear and a 95-litre tank at the forward front. We also have our mains pressure. We also have here a little spider cat with a little spider emblem on him. So that's complementary with Crusader, as well as the Crusader mud flaps there. Now, making our way along, we have our big windows, of course, our 15-inch 235 all-terrain tyres. We have our still 95-litre water filler cap, so you just pop a hose straight in there. We fill them right up. We have a 105 amp AGM deep cycle battery and Intel's checker plate guarded boxes. So these guys here just fit off. Very, very easy to add a second one. You've already got the holes cut out to be able to run a second battery box there. Very, very easy to fit and supply. Now, just before we get up, what I really want to show you is underneath this van, the cleanliness of the floor. So that is a 42mm fully composite insulated panel. It is white, it is clean, it is so much better as far as insulation properties go. Compare that to the ones you actually look at within the market, and it's a 12mm marine ply. So many joints, so many movements, you're never going to have a problem with something like this. Yes, it costs a bit more, but the latest technology is something that you're not going to regret with your new Crusader purchase. We have, again, a forward tunnel boot. How cool is this? This is a brand new thing Crusader has started doing. You've got a as well as fuses inside, you've also got a little fuse panel here. Very easy to add gas heating at a later stage. I'm the one who fits them, so I should know. We've got all of our kit just in here with our rear view Safety Dave monitor that comes with it, as well as our 24-inch TV there at the back. We have our fuse panel just here. We have a TV aerial input, so if you go to a caravan park, you want to tap in off their satellite, you just plug it into here. We have a power inlet, as well as, get this, circuit breakers just here. Very easy to be able to maintain and check. This guy goes up like so. And then to be able to finish the front tour off before we jump inside to see all the cool fancy stuff, we've got another toolbox, and we've also got a generator right here. So we pull our generator out, we give it a pull start, we give it a trigger start, whatever. Maybe you're a bit more classy, maybe you've got a fire start one, who knows. So that guy here runs into here, plugs in, aircon on. It's that easy. So we make it so much easier for people with optional extras that we put on our vans. It means that you're just going to get a little bit more for it. Yeah, it might cost you a bit more, but we know that people love the toolboxes. Come with me, I'm going to show you inside. Now, I can't take credit for these colors, but they are absolutely awesome. So, I'll let you jump in first. So this is our Musketeer Treville. So the Musketeer Treville is unique because it features a club lounge on the offside of the Caravan with a Nuva mapper table. So this little table here goes in and out and spins right around. We've got our door side kitchen. So here we're preparing. We can pass stuff outside of our windows very, very easily. When it gives it a click, let it go. See, I should know, I do the handovers and I still got no idea. Pass it out front, very, very easy to be able to entertain with this sort of system. Now I'm going to tell you everything about the inside of this van and why it is unique to Crusader in the Musketeer range. So straight away, we've got 3 large overhead cupboards above the kitchen, above the lounge area as well. Club lounge, so unique to the club lounge. Why it's fantastic is because I can be sitting here, we can be having a meal, but I can also, while Barry or Jenny or Dave or whoever it may be is out for the day, you can lounge across here. You're not sitting on your bed. You can still sit across this area and still have a really relaxing time without having to do the whole, I'm going to sit on my bed and read a book. Beds for sleeping, lounges for being able to enjoy yourself during the day, and people absolutely love this club lounge arrangement. Now, one thing about the club lounge, which is fantastic, is I can drop this right down to the floor and I can house another person if I happen to want to pick someone up on the side of the road and give them somewhere to sleep, or maybe a grandkid, whatever you're into. Now, as far as we've got in the bedroom, we've got 2 little reading lights there. Now, the reading lights are so unique. They've got USB plugs underneath them, but just because Crusader love 12 volt and love a bit of iPhone charging, we've got double power points in the pigeonhole. We've also got 12 volt cigarette sockets there as well, so you can be plugging in 6 iPads just because it's fun. We've got our full robe here with, get this, free magazine pocket, comes with every van. We've got our hanging storage in here. We've also got a overhead cupboard. You can pop everything in the back just there. So it's a really deep cupboard. That composite roof follows it all the way down. You can tell it's composite because there's no joins. This is just a pressure reducing join just here, but there's actually one piece all the way across, and it cops a beating and a half, so it's fantastic to be able to work with. You've got a pressure system. So this is a dust pressure hatch. Comes standard on all the Musketeer models, so that just pops up as you're driving into headwinds. It's going to suck the air and it's going to create a positive pressure within the Caravan. Most manufacturers charge a bit more for it, but this is a standard with all the Crusader ranges. Now, as far as keeping warm, we know it gets a little bit warmer up in Darwin, so Crusader have put a 12 volt fan. So that's a 3-speed fan. Here we're just going to turn him off, nice and safe for the fingers. You pull it around, you point it at mum and dad. Fantastic, can't go wrong. And that here has a timer, so you can actually put it on 3, 6, 9, and 12 hours. You've got a 1000 by 800 window just here. We've got full blockouts. We've got midge-proof fly screens. And it is so easy to clean. All you got to do is pull. It pops the whole frame off. Very, very easy to clean the back side of the frame. Very easy to be able to check all the ins and outs. And if you happen to be able to have little kids or bunks or whatever it may be where you've got and someone damages it, so easy to replace. So these are a Dometic Mobicool window. It's fantastic to be able to use. And then all you got to do is just go bang and give it a little karate chop back on. It's fantastic. Underneath the bed, I know you're dying to have a look, so we've got full storage underneath the bed and the TV that we should have put up, but I'm too lazy to do it before the video. We've got our jack just under here that's going to be a 4-ton jack, and we've still got heaps of storage, as well as a fire extinguisher for me, who's a bad cook. So we pop him down. Now, just above our lovely film girl's head, she has a Winegard aerial We have, as far as all of our TV connections, so we've upgraded this to a wine guard as opposed to the Dometic, just to have something different. You pull that down, you spin him around, as soon as he wants to go down, we spin him around and he's going to actually grab the signal a little bit better, and we show you all the tricks and tips during the handover to be able to get better. With our cigarette lighter, we've got our aerial port and our TV bracket just here, nice and bolted through that wall. We don't just screw it, we give it a nice bolt. So we've got our sink just here. We like this left to right movement, so our brand sink's just here, heap of storage here. Oh, a bit too far. We have our pull-out pantry. That's a Hayf Valley pull-out pantry. That's fantastic for storage and also just for a little bit of flair. We've got our sink like normal, of course. We've got a massive prep edge here, double PowerPoint stove, PowerPoint just there as well. We've got a recessed cooktop. So most manufacturers, they bring their stove right to the top here. We recess it down, costs a little bit more money, but it means that as far as usability, you've got all this bench space. You haven't got these dicky little sink boards or anything like that, or a bit of glass to work on. We've got a 3 burner. This is a fan forced oven. So we pay a bit more, but it is a fan forced oven, 240 volt cooktop. We've got a pull out this guy. You take that out, otherwise you'll start a fire. Need a fire extinguisher for that. Or you've got pull out trays just there for the oven, which is a fan forced oven. Now, something special with Crusader, build quality wise, is we've got metal sided drawer runners with plastic composite builds. So there's not a piece of timber besides this door panel material, which you can see is very well finished off with an NX340 board. There is not one piece of timber in the construction of this material. So it means that as far as the rigidity of it, it is fantastic. It's going to cop an absolute beating and it always looks the part. Not going to mark up. You're not going to be able to scratch it. It's fantastic. So a heap of drawers. We got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, all the way out, and then a little panel at the bottom. So a heap of storage in there as well. Now, as far as usability, just one more thing up here. Now, just before I show you this little cupboard, just notice, so we've also got USB. So there's USBs everywhere inside this caravan. Check this guy out. So this is our little speaker system. Turn it up, outside, inside. Very, very easy to use. So we've got a gas hot water. So that's a 28 litre gas hot water service. You've got wireless lighting systems that comes with a remote, so you fire it on and off. You've got a PM200 electrical battery management system with all of our fuses inbuilt here. That's all of your solar panels, your charging, DC to DC, low voltage disconnect, all that sort of stuff's in this little box. Little brain does all the thinking. Forget about it. On, off, pump, on, yeah, that sort of thing. But it handles absolutely everything. And you've got little legends up here, so we can tell you where you're going to find those fuses, as well as sender probes and all of our battery monitoring. So I love the flush look that Crusader bring forward with their Musketeer range. So this is exclusive to the Musketeers. The Excaliburs have a slightly different handle, but these guys here have an underlatch. Now this microwave is an NCE microwave. It has a flatbed microwave, so it means that there is absolutely no plate, nothing to take out except for a plastic bag. And that's about it. This guy here is fantastic. So as far as our customers, the #1 complaint is they hate taking stuff out. That guy there is a worry-free one. Now in a 19'6" Caravan, what you're not going to see is you're not going to see this sort of storage in a 19'6" van behind this shower, top to bottom. You're not going to see that. Crusader do it because they achieve it by pushing their van, pushing the shower back with the composite roof and floor. It allows for that movement, as well as check this little space out. Most manufacturers, they wouldn't give you that. Instead, you've got a full height little pantry as soon as you walk in. Perfect for tomato sauce, spatulas, whatever it may be. Shoes even, I've seen a heap of people with that. Up here, we've got the PM200 electrical battery management system. This guy here allows for load on, load off, so that controls all the power on. Water pump on, night mode, so we don't have to see those dicky little lights, and the rest is just your water tank gauges and stuff like that. Fantastic unit, very, very easy to use, especially with a push button display. 186 litre 3-way fridge, so all of our lights on there, we're getting a little error because we're not hooked up to gas. We're normally plugged in, we give them a little reset. Now you've got all your wire shelving, you've got all the adjustable shelving there as well. Crisper drawer that allows you to be able to go from apples to carrots, apparently. We've got our little holder for all of our bottles of wine. We also have our freezer up here. Now get this is a fantastic little thing. No more little ocky straps holding the door open. This guy goes like that, and then you've got a heap of being able to breathe the room in there to be able to make sure you don't get that build-up of mildew and mold and stuff in the fridge. Now, something you're never going to have an issue with is a quad lock security door from Crusader. And this light needed to be on, but it decided it didn't want to be. So we've got a dual towel rail here in the Ensuite. We also have a quad roller, oct roller, 8 of them on the top of here. So we just fire that up there, we give it a press, and this just pulls across. It is the smoothest door within the caravan industry as far as using a roller door inside the caravan construction. So we've got dual towel rails. We have a Dometic toilet, of course. This is a ceramic bowl. So you can use whatever chemicals you like in there, duct cleaner, whatever it may be. You've got a little display up here to let you know where the cassette's half full and full. we have a mirror with touch light just like so. We have our sink. We have 3 drawers. We have a 3.5 kilo NCE washing machine just here. We also have, very, very hard to show you because it's very tight in here with 2 people hanging around. But with this door shut, I have ample room for someone my size. I'm 80 odd 2 kilos, been a bit hard during lockdown. And I still have ample room. So with this door open, when it decides it wants to, and we close this, I still have ample room to be able to do whatever I need to do, but I'm a lady, so I don't talk about that sort of stuff. Now, the other thing we can highlight to you as well is we've got 2 fans in this ensuite. We have cupboards as well as far as storage. Now you'll notice Crusader Caravans, because they've originated from caravan plumbing, all the plumbing's tucked down to one side. You're not going to be able to have all that headache of plumbing running straight down the back of the pipe. Everything Crusader does, electrical, plumbing, it is all in-house by in-house people. So we don't use third-party contractors, which is really important when you run into any sort of trouble or questions or queries. Shower, 1-piece fiberglass. We've got a wind-up roof hatch to a little bit of light in here. Check it out. We've got all of our soap drainers. We've got 2 soap areas just here. This guy pulls all the way up. Heap of room for us as well. This is a 1-piece fiberglass, so it's just like the roof. Never going to have a water issue. You got that 1-piece fiberglass system off the whole thing. And the shower base is incredibly reinforced. We're absolutely flying here. But all 1 piece. We've got extractor fans in and out. So a fan above the toilet, a fan above the shower as well. So we'll give this guy a shut just before it decides it wants to rain on us here in little COVID Melbourne. As far as storage, guys, this Musketeer Treville has everything you're going to want. It's got an IBIS 3 air conditioner. It's got an inbuilt battery management system. It's got a 186 litre 3-way fridge. It has everything you're going to want. This van is ready for immediate delivery, so please just give us a call. We're happy to be able to talk you through the process of what it's like to own an award-winning van from the Caravan Manufacturer of the Year. In the meantime, if you have any questions or queries, please give us a call on 9359 2938. Send me an email at michael@crusadermelbourne.com, no AU, just .com, or head to the website for more information, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. Until the next time, guys, thank you very much for watching our video.